December is almost over. 2016 is almost over. It's crazy. This year went really fast for me, I think. But I gathered all my things together that I've been using and loving a lot this month and thought I'd show you. So let's start with a few clothing items that I have been wearing kind of nonstop. First off, I've been going to a lot of different get-togethers, gatherings, parties, and so forth, and you always kind of have to have a few staple pieces that you can mix and match with different things. And this year's newest item that I got that's holiday party ready, and it can either go dressed down or dressed up, is this. It's like a tank top with a lace overlay. It's just this lovely little top, and it ties in the back. And it's absolutely adorable. Now, do I wear this alone? No, I do not. I always have a sweater or something or a jacket over top of it. But this has gone with a skirt and a lovely little bolero type of a thing. I've worn this with a cascading sweater. I have worn this with dark jeans and like some high-heeled black boots and really kind of vamped it up a little bit and made it a little more saucy. It can go anywhere from elegant to heading to a crazy party. So this has been great. You can mix and match it with other colors. It looks beautiful with this kind of a not really sparkly, but this kind of a sheeny burgundy sweater that I have. So I have really been using this a lot and loving this a lot this month of December. So anything similar to this works really well for those months where you have different get-togethers, gatherings, and parties. So that has been my more fancy type thing. My non-fancy snuggle a lot because it's cold and wintry and snowy outside things. As you know, I love Barefoot Dreams, and I happened to be looking for, I think, a cooking item or something on QVC, and their special value of the day at that moment was a Barefoot Dreams cardigan, and I quickly grabbed it, and it is in black. It's going to be very hard to show you. If I can find a picture or whatever, I will insert it here, but it's just like an open cascading cardigan that comes down just about hip level or so, and then the cascades kind of go down a bit longer, and you can just kind of snuggle up in it and wrap it up, and you will be so toasty and cozy. And so I'm so happy I picked this up, and I got a really good deal being a QVC today's special value, so I could not resist that. And then when you're cold, if you have a hat on, it makes all the difference in the world. And there's something so snuggly about just putting on like a beanie cap or something, and it's even better when it's in the Barefoot Dreams material. Oh my gosh. Okay, if you've never felt this stuff, it's just the most buttery, soft, silky type thing. And I'm not gonna stick it on right now because I'll just destroy my hair completely. But it's just a beanie hat, and I plop it on, and it just seems so cozy and cuddly, and it makes you feel all warm and toasty all over. So this has been something I have been loving. I got this at Nordstrom, by the way. Barefoot Dreams, loving it. And then another item, I'm gonna have to take it off my foot, that I have just adored this month, and I just got these the early part of December. They are slippers, and I don't know, I think they're kind of cute, but I'm not wearing them to impress anyone. I'm around my house when I wear them, but they're by Kuru. The brand is Kuru, and this is what they look like. They're just like a slip-on clog, kind of a slipper. They do have a rubber bottom. I can run outside and get the mail, no problem. And the best part about these, the brand Kuru, let me show you again. They have shoes that, okay, they're not a fashion staple. I will tell you that right now. None of their styles are terribly fashion-y, but they're mostly just like sneakers, gym shoes, whatever you want to call them, trainers type shoes. But they do have a few other type, I think this is their only slipper. But basically the whole idea behind it is they are beautifully, ergonomically, great for the foot. I mean, there's just enough cushion. There's perfect amount of arch support. So if you're standing in your kitchen the whole month of December cooking and baking up a storm, this is what you want to have on your feet. They're nice and warm. They slip on and off. Like I said, you can run outside and grab the mail or the newspaper in them, walk the dog, whatever you need to do. And you can be on your feet all day. And seriously, my feet do not hurt at all when I wear these around the house all day long. I mean, I can just be standing all day and running around, and they do not hurt. So if I could get away with wearing these all over town, I would. However, I don't think that's the fashion statement I really want to go for. I'm going to stick it back on my foot right now because I love them. So Kuru brand slippers, fantastic. Love them. Cannot say enough. And I think that's it for my clothing items for my favorites this month. Let's see what I have next. Okay, a jewelry item that I have been loving all month long is from Kendra Scott. I have never had a Kendra Scott jewelry item. I know that may seem strange. I've seen them around. I've admired them on other people, but I've never purchased anything Kendra Scott before. And as you know, if you know me now, I don't really wear a lot of really large earrings, like hardly ever, but I wanted something kind of sparkly to go with this other little sparkly necklacey deal that I had for a couple parties that I needed to go to this past month. And I just wanted something small. I didn't want it to compete because I already had a lot of sparkles going on. But I got these small ones from Kendra Scott in the druzy, the sparkly silver colored druzy. If I can come up with the name, I'll link it below. I'm really, really loving these. They are just the tiniest little things, and they just are perfect. See if I can even, maybe against you might be able to see even better. But they're just perfect for me. They're just the right size. They're a lovely gray silver sparkle. They are just perfect, and I don't feel like I'm completely over blinging it because that's me. I don't really over bling anything much. So loving those, really enjoy them, and I might even look into getting them in a few other colors. And plus, I was wondering how they would work with my, I can only wear things like, I can only wear platinum or 14 karat gold or super fine sterling silver generally, or they really, my ears start to get bothered. I'm very, very sensitive to all kinds of metals. I have a definite nickel allergy and so forth, and I didn't know exactly how these would be. Some sterling silver drives me crazy. I'm not even able to wear my Tiffany sterling anymore in my ears, which is very upsetting. So anyway, I wondered how they would do, and they're fine. So I'm loving that about them, and I might pick up a couple more pairs because I know they work so well for me. Little beauty items that I have been loving. I think I spoke about this in another video, but I have absolutely fallen in love with the Bare Minerals Nudes palette. Now, this is something not anyone ever really talks about. I don't know about you, but on a daily basis, when I'm just running to the grocery store and the post office and here and there in the next place, I don't put on a whole lot of makeup. I just, use bits and pieces to kind of make myself look more human. And these are perfect. Basically, oh, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. I'm so sorry. Okay, the mirror's here, but these are the colors. And they are just perfect for every single day. I basically almost always, I don't want to flash the mirror at you, I always put this in the, up here on the brow bone. And then this goes all over my lid. It's a little bit sparkly. I've put quite a dent in that one. And then any of these go perfectly in the crease area just to kind of define that. And then any of these darker tones go beautifully on the outside V. And then I throw a little bit, one of the darker ones too, under a little tiny bit under here as a little bit of a liner, and I'm good to go. And this thing is just amazing. And I don't even see it very often anywhere, and I can't promise it's even available to find, to be honest. I haven't looked. But if I do find another one, I will buy another one because I know I will use this forever. And I'm making quite a dent in my one called Opulence and the one called Whipped and Tranquil. Yes, I think I need a new one. So anyway, the Bare Minerals Nudes palette, I love it. And I try every palette that walks down the pike because that's just who I am, so it's fun for me. So if you know me at all, or you have watched my videos very long, you will know that I am completely and totally addicted to chapstick. I go through tubes of chapstick like there's no tomorrow. I don't know what it is. I think it started off with my obsession with Bonnie Bell lip smackers way back in the day when I was in middle school. You'd get those like Orange Crush and the Dr. Pepper ones. Loved them. And then from that moment forward, I could never go without something on my lips. So I'm always wearing chapstick. And then recently, not recently, within the last year or two, chapstick came up with the Total Hydration ones. And they're a little slippier than a regular chapstick. And I love the one in Coconut Infusion. I love the lemon one. I'm not sure what it's called. It smells like lemon. Those are my two favorites. And I wear them constantly. I'm almost at the end of this one. But they're just a little slidier than regular chapstick. Have a wonderful scent. There's a mint one I really like too. And I'm always using these. So anyway, what I recently discovered is they now have these in these light colors. So I found 3 of them available in my Target, and these are the 3 that I picked up. And they're perfect in that they just give a little bit of a slip of color to your lips, but they still give you all of that lovely chapstick hydration. So it's just kind of a mixture in a perfect world of everything you'd ever want to just throw in your purse and be able to slap on of a day. So anyway, first of all, let's show you Rose Petal. It's just a small little bit of pinkiness there. That's rose petal. It looks darker in the tube, but you have to understand that they're sheer, very, very sheer. That's rose petal. Then we have Merlot, which is the darkest. That's what it looks like in the tube. Dark, very dark. Let's see here. It's more of a brownish, more burgundy type of a tone. It doesn't look nearly as good on my hand as it does on the lips, just keep that in mind. And then the other one is Coral Blush. In the tube, it's a little more browny orangey, and on the hand, it's got more of a coral tone, obviously. So we have Rose Petal, the Merlot, and the Coral Blush. And on the lips, like I say, they're much more attractive than what you see on your hand here, but they're so perfect for just keeping your lips moisturized and hydrated throughout the December months with a little bit of color, and I love them. So these are a huge favorite for me this month. So last but not least, I have to show a luxury item because, you know, I just do. However, you know, I love chapstick too, so I go all over the place with my things that I love. I bought this bag about 2 years ago, and I really don't use it hardly ever during the year until the holiday season comes around. So whenever there's a holiday, actually, or a funeral, I've used it at a funeral before too, I always get out this bag. And it is the Louis Vuitton new model pochette in the black epi. It's got the silver hardware. And the reason this comes out at the holidays is because this is the perfect bag to just put a few essentials in. You can put your phone, your keys, a small wallet, or you can just put some cards or money in here. You can throw in a chapstick or a lipstick, a face powder, anything like that, tiny little bits that you need. It is very, very slim. And for many of these events, funerals included, or little parties or get-togethers or whatever, you just want something small. But I never really like a clutch because you usually want that hand to either greet people, shake hands, hug, hold a wine glass in one hand and an hors d'oeuvre in the other. So it's perfect that it can either just go in the crook of the arm, just, you know, as it's dangling from your elbow, it's not too big, or it easily slips over the shoulder, and it's so thin that that's not a problem at all. So it's just nice and just fits with everything. It's a simple black. I cannot say any more wonderful things about it than there already are. I've actually considered trying to get a longer black strap that I could possibly wear this as a crossbody, because I think then I would use it more often and not just the holiday season and funerals. So, but I do love this bag. It is very, very handy to have for those occasions where you just need to have your few things with you, but it's not too tiny. It's just tucks right under your arm. It's elegant and simple. And it's not too, it doesn't throw a label in everyone's face either. I mean, the last thing you really kind of want to do at a funeral is just be all blinged out in labels, I think. That's just me. But, so I like the simplicity of it. I just think it's elegant and so useful. So anyway, those are my favorites for December. January is coming on really fast in a couple days now. And I know that I have a huge January coming up. I've got so much to do. I have 3 different family birthdays. One of them's really spectacular, and I'm helping throw a party for that one, so in another state, so that's going to be very interesting. And I'm traveling, so I will be dragging you guys along with me if any of you want to watch some of the things that I've been doing. Thanks so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Take care. Bye.